To be honest, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I post on social media. I don't know even what the fuck I want in life. Of course, there is this thing that I want to be financially free, that I want to be a bodybuilder, but do I really want it? You know, I have these times where I ask myself, why the fuck do I want this stuff? Why? What should I do today? What should I do now? What should I, you know? And I just get stuck in that rabbit hole of just why. And then something just happens and I have to go and then I forget and then I just repeat myself and I repeat the actions that I do every single day. But again, I don't even know. I just think about that and I just wanted to make a video. Not really, I don't really want to make a video, but I just want to record myself in case of maybe in the future I will make something happen. I can have a perspective looking back on this video. But for the past years of my life, I'm 20 right now, but let's put it this way, for the past 3 or 4 years I've been trying to make money. Let's say 3 years. And because I'm from Romania, the average salary is around $500 to $700, and I didn't want to go to school because there is no career that you can actually earn a lot of money. There is no career that you can earn 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 per month. Because Romania was in communism for a lot of time, there is this idea that things are happening to you. You can do shit, you know, and it is what it is. But I don't want to accept that. If it is that way, I just want to kill myself. I don't want to live anymore. There is no reason for me to continue if it is what it is. While I was playing video games on my computer, I had this thing where I wanted to be better. Of course, the next thing from where I was becoming a professional and competing, but I was pretty far from it, but I enjoy it. You know, I actually like, I was investing my time. I tried to become better. And my parents were, they didn't understand me and they thought I am just wasting time and I'm a nobody. And I started going to the gym. And then after I started going to the gym and I gave up on becoming a professional player because I understood that I will just fuck my life if I continue to do so. I started going to the gym, and then after I started going to the gym, I had another period of time where I could not focus about what I actually want in life, you know? And I had this thing that, okay, now I go to the gym, now I focus on this stuff. I always had a thing where I have to focus and try to improve, because if I actually think where I'm in life, it hurts, you know? Because I want to, like, I'm not comfortable, and I want to get in a place where I'm comfortable. Or at least this is what I thought. So, in this time, I met a guy who came to the gym. I helped him at the gym because I was, you can say I was a personal trainer there, but not kinda, you know. So I started helping this guy with money, and I started doing that more and more and more. And when he had an opportunity of making money, I joined him, you know. But I understood something very fast, that in Romania there is no such thing as having a good life while working a normal job, because you don't have any future. I could have become a policeman, firefighter, and that's it. And the salary is $1,100, working night shifts, working 24-hour shifts, which I don't like because I appreciate my sleep more. I want to be healthy. So my parents thought it was okay. With the people from the gym thought it was okay. People from school, like all the people I knew, they thought this was a good idea. But I didn't like it. So from trying to become a professional player in video games in Dota 2, now I want to become a bodybuilder. I want to go to the another extreme. And from trying to make some money, I want to be a billionaire. Not a billionaire, sorry, a millionaire. So just extremes, right? I cannot settle for something normal. But in the same time, I think, why the fuck, why do I do this? Why I have to go through this shit? And I could just lie and like give you some explanations, but I don't know, I just didn't want to be like everybody else because I didn't like everybody else. So I don't even know what to say. Like it's fucking weird. I probably this video will not get any fucking views, but that does not matter. Probably I will never make it, who knows. But the thing that I'm trying to say is that everything that I did was I tried to become better, so I will not focus on how I feel because I felt like shit every time. And when I had the opportunity to work 12 hours every single day, I worked 12 hours every single day and I felt good because I forgot about how I used to feel. Even when I had free time, when I was me with myself. I forgot how I feel while I was working 12 hours and I was distracted by the uncomfortable situation to work a lot of hours, to struggle shit out and things like that. So when I took a break because I could not stay more because of my visa in another country, I came back home and I was as sad as ever, as depressed as ever, because now I had the time to feel how I usually feel. I could not lie to myself of how I feel, and I don't use recreational drugs to hide this feeling. But I really do think that if I reach $1 million or something like that, and if I retire, if I have the ability to have a house in the woods in Romania, play on my computer, continue to train, and just live there and have my own farm or whatever, I could have a good life. I will not care what happens. The best time in my life that I can remember, I was truly happy, or whatever you can call happiness or whatever, was when I used to play video games. And when I used to play video games, I used to play with my friends and I become better while playing video games. I felt amazing, While starting going to the gym, I felt amazing because I was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. While trying to make money, I started feeling amazing because I thought, okay, from here I can go more and more and more. But every time I stagnate or regress, it felt like shit. Every time I injure myself, I felt like shit, but I felt good because I know, okay, I can recover, so it's still progress, right? When I make money, okay, I lost some money, but I can recover because I can manage not to lose money in the future and so on. But I don't actually know. Of course, this is not my focus. I'm not going to cry if I have $1 million. If I have $1 million in my fucking back pocket and I just, let's say, feel I don't know what to do, because I will search for things what to do when I have money. But there is just this thing that nobody around you actually has it, and nobody around you actually trusts you, not even yourself, and you start to question yourself. You don't have belief in yourself sometimes, because even if I have a crazy belief of, okay, this is going to work and I'm going to work every single day and no matter what, I'm going to die for this shit to work, sometimes I think to myself, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a retard. Maybe nothing is going to work out. And this sucks, Maybe I'm just doing it for nothing. I don't know why the fuck I'm counting my food. Why the fuck I am like taking all these supplements. Why the fuck I take steroids? Why the fuck I take that? Why the fuck But it's not about the steroids. It's not about the money. It's about getting better. But of course, it's about getting muscle. It's about getting money. And I could stay here and try to explain myself in 1,000 ways, but to put it simply, I have to reach $1 million. I have to try to compete for once. I have to get fucking crazy shredded. I have to see how it is, I really want to, because even if the goal, I don't like it and I don't want to ever compete in a bodybuilding competition after my first competition or after $1 million, I know I'm a piece of shit who feels like shit. At least I will know, you know. But if I don't push past this situation that I am in right now, where I didn't reach my goal, you can call it hell, you can call it whatever, right? You can call it grinding, it does not matter. If I don't push forward through this fucking hell, which I don't want to live like this for my whole life, maybe there is another hell. Maybe I will not like again competing, maybe I will not like having money, maybe I don't know, who knows. But if I don't do it, I will never know. Maybe beyond this situation that I am currently living, maybe it's a better situation that awaits for me after I got a lot of money from working a lot. Maybe I will just lose it all. Maybe I will make more. Maybe I will have... But I have to see it with my own eyes. I just want this fucking number. It does not matter. I need to get to $1 million. I need to be a bodybuilder. I was so miserable in my mind. It's not that I didn't have food or shelter, because I had those things, but I was so miserable in my mind that I think I wrote on a piece of paper, and I have it in Romania in a book, that if by 30, and I think at that age I was like 19 or 19, I think. By the age of 30, if I don't become a millionaire, or I don't become a bodybuilder, and this will be like my driving force in life. If I don't, again, become a bodybuilder or a millionaire, I'm going to kill myself by 30. When I reach 30, I'm going to kill myself, because there is no way I want to continue this shit. I don't like to live. Like, there is no... Why the fuck will I fucking live? I eat food, I play on my computer, my parents fight me because I play on my computer. The people at the gym make fun of me. I don't like the people at school used to make fun of me. The people at work after I finish school, I don't like this life. I don't want to continue to live anymore. And I have to make so much money that I can choose to be alone for the rest of my life, and nobody will ever fucking say something to me because I am alone and I can like fucking live alone. Or I become a bodybuilder, and by becoming a bodybuilder, I will achieve this dream, right, where I can actually compete, and I can, like, when I compete, I imagine that people will like me, people will be inspired by me. I will like be like those bodybuilders that like I saw online, right, that people talk to them and they are this person and they teach other people, and people get motivated by them, and you have online edits with them, and like rock music with them training in the background. Like, if I can be that, or both, right, a millionaire and a bodybuilder, or one of those, I will love to. Of course, I will continue to train until the day I die, but I don't know if I will actually take a lot of performance enhancing drugs. But there is no but. This is my thought right now about my situation in life. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to work every single day for 12 hours or even more. I'm going to continue to do my steps, to drink my water, to eat my food, to train, to take my supplements, to take my performance enhancing drugs, to sleep. I'm going to continue trying to improve my knowledge. I'm going to continue posting on social media, even if I, like, for a period of time, I was losing followers, I think, for a week right now. Just posting, and like, I just got 1 or 2 hate comments, and that's it, and 300 views on Instagram, not even that. And on TikTok, between 15 and 200 views, and on YouTube, 2 or 3 views. I will try to continue to post, but I will try to post less and post like more quality, and I will try to understand what actually people want to see and what I want to do, and how can I fucking help people, you know, because I can talk about vitamin C, but I can go on some studies and say general stuff, but I think, okay, other people did it better than me, but no. You know, I have so many ideas, but the problem with me, it's execution. And of course, I can make the excuse of, I work 12 hours and I have a hard situation. Okay, I want to do it. I want to do it as bad if I don't achieve it by 30, I'm going to kill myself. And a thing about me is that when I say something and I'm very serious, like that's it, Maybe I can say, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to do it. But with this stuff, I'm very serious. Like if I'm not going to reach $1 million or close to it, if I'm not going to become a bodybuilder, reaching $1 million is becoming financially free. Basically, even if I don't reach $1 million, but maybe I will move in the mountains and live alone for the rest of my life and be a monk. But if I don't do something until the age of 30 that will actually fulfill me in life, and I will wake up most days, not every day, but most days, thinking that, okay, I really want to continue to do this. Like when I used to be a kid and I was playing on my computer and I could not wait to play with my friends and playing on my computer, and I despised sleep. I hated sleep. The period in time when I hated sleep and I loved just trying to like find new experiences. If I can't do that, I don't want to live anymore. Even if this is the adult life, I don't want to live it. So if I become financially free and continue bodybuilding, maybe I will start learning to draw, and I will become better in that, and maybe I will start gardening, and maybe I'll have animals, and maybe if I have enough money, but right now, I have to continue to make money, I have to continue to invest, I have to somehow make something happen to make a lot of money, to make $1 million in the next 10 years, because in a few months, and I think 4 months, I'm going to be 21, and I have 4 months and 9 years left until I have to reach $1 million. If not, I'm going to kill myself. So I have to make those money regardless, and I have to continue to be a bodybuilder. So this is what I'm going to do, and this is my reasoning why.